Taylor Ruck. Photo courtesy, Peter H. BickBy Dan D'Addona. The 2018 Mare Nostrum Series began Saturday in Canet-en-Roussillon, France, with plenty of big international names in the water. Canada's Taylor Ruck continued her strong performances around the world. She won the 200 back in 2 minutes 8 seconds and 80 milliseconds, followed by Russia's Daria Ustinova, 2 minutes 9 seconds and 95 milliseconds, Britain's Chloe Goulding, 2 minutes 11 seconds and 41 milliseconds, Germany's Jenny Mensing, 2 minutes 11 seconds and 54 milliseconds, and Lisa Graf, 2 minutes 21 seconds and 69 milliseconds. Missy Franklin, in her return, was 6th, 2 minutes 13 seconds and 14 milliseconds, followed by Spain's Cristina Garcia Kirichenko, 2 minutes 13 seconds and 78 milliseconds, and China's Si Luo, 2 minutes 14 seconds and 25 milliseconds. Ruck also won the 200 free in 1 minute 55 seconds and 58 milliseconds, ahead of France's Charlotte Bonnet, 1 minute 56 seconds and 87 milliseconds, Germany's Reva Fuss, 1 minute 58 seconds and 70 milliseconds, Canada's Kayla Sanchez, 1 minute 58 seconds and 77 milliseconds, Hungary's Anya Kase, 1 minute 59 seconds and 52 milliseconds, Canada's Rebecca Smith, 2 minutes 0 seconds and 35 milliseconds, Russia's Anna Yegorova, 2 minutes 1 second and 34 milliseconds, and Spain's Mirella Belmonte, 2 minutes 4 seconds and 58 milliseconds. In the 200 free, Franklin won the B final in 1 minute 58 seconds and 91 milliseconds, which would have been 5th in the finals. The finals started with the 50 backstroke. Russia's Anastasia Fesikova won in 27.84, followed by Denmark's Mia Nielsen, 28.08, Kira Toussaint, 28.23, for the Netherlands, Britain's Lucy Hope, 28.57, Hungary's Katinka Hosszu, 28.65, Canada's Danielle Haynes, 28.80, and Argentina's Andrea Berrino, 29.18. Caroline Palehatch was disqualified. In the men's 50 back, Australia's Ben Trekkers, 25.20, won the event ahead of Poland's Kacper Stakowski, 25.43, and Israel's Honatan Joseph Kopelet, 25.70. Germany's Christian Diener was 4th, 27.72, followed by Hungary's Gabor Balog, 25.75, Frank's Jeremy Stravius, 25.80, Paul Gabriel Bidel, 25.88, and Jordan Pothpin, 26.17. In the women's 50 free, Denmark's Pernille Blom won the event in 24.20, holding off Canada's Taylor Ruck, 24.58. Japan's Rikako Aiki was 3rd, 24.80, followed by France's Charlotte Bonnet, 25.09, Kim Bush, 25.18, for the Netherlands, Canada's Kayla Sanchez, 25.25, Grace Areola, 25.52, for the US, and Britain's Catherine Stark, 25.72. In the men's 50 free, Brazil's Bruno Fratis cruised to victory in 21.85, edging Michael Andrew, 21.92, of the US. Poland's Konrad Czerniak was 3rd, 22.23, followed by Hungary's Maxim Lobanovskij, 22.27, Japan's Shinri Shiora, 22.28, Jesse Putz, 22.44, for the Netherlands, Hong Kong's Kenneth King Himtu, 22.75, and France's Yanel Govedin, 22.77. In the women's 1500 free, Spain's Mirella Belmonte won in 16 minutes 12 seconds and 87 milliseconds, followed by Portugal's Diana Margarida de Reis, 16 minutes 15 seconds and 60 milliseconds, and Erica Sullivan, 16 minutes 17 seconds and 67 milliseconds, of the US. Hungary's Ajna Kase was 4th, 16 minutes 20 seconds and 76 milliseconds, followed by compatriot Boglarka Kapas, 16 minutes 23 seconds and 8 milliseconds, Spain's Jimena Perez, 16 minutes 26 seconds and 36 milliseconds, China's Yaji Chen, 16 minutes 46 seconds and 26 milliseconds, and Poland's Paulina Piechota, 16 minutes 47 seconds and 23 milliseconds. In the men's 400 free final, Japan's Naito Ehara won the event in 3 minutes 47 seconds and 70 milliseconds, finishing well ahead of the field. Norway's Henrik Christensen was second, 3 minutes 50 seconds and 76 milliseconds, followed by Poland's Filip Zaborowski, 3 minutes 50 seconds and 99 milliseconds, and Wojciech Wojdak, 3 minutes 51 seconds and 89 milliseconds. France's Nicolas Soriano was fifth, 3 minutes 53 seconds and 4 milliseconds, followed by Japan's Shogo Takeda, 3 minutes 54 seconds and 78 milliseconds, Portugal's Miguel Duarte Nascimento's 3 minutes 55 seconds and 61 milliseconds, and Spain's Miguel Duran, 3 minutes 57 seconds and 21 milliseconds. Germany's Christian Diener won the men's 200 back in 1 minute 58 seconds and 16 milliseconds, followed by Hungary's Adam Telegdi, 1 minute 59 seconds and 96 milliseconds, Poland's Radosław Kawecki, 2 minutes 0 seconds and 5 milliseconds, Bryce Mefford, 2 minutes 0 seconds and 12 milliseconds, of the U.S., Switzerland's Jeremy Desplanche, 2 minutes 1 second and 29 milliseconds, Kieran Smith, 2 minutes 2 seconds and 2 milliseconds, for the U.S., Britain's Luke Greenbach, 2 minutes 2 seconds and 41 milliseconds, and Argentina's Felipe Vargas, 2 minutes 6 seconds and 16 milliseconds. In the women's 100 breast, Russia's Yulia Efimova won easily in 1 minute 5 seconds and 78 milliseconds, holding off Molly Hannes of the U.S. by more than a second, 1 minute 7 seconds and 17 milliseconds. Japan's Kanako Watanabe was third, 1 minute 7 seconds and 56 milliseconds, followed by Zoe Bartle, 1 minute 8 seconds and 38 milliseconds, of the U.S., Ireland's Mona McSherry, 1 minute 8 seconds and 53 milliseconds, Argentina's Julia Sebastian, 1 minute 8 seconds and 59 milliseconds, Britain's Cara Hanlon, 1 minute 8 seconds and 92 milliseconds, and Denmark's Rika Møller Petersen, 1 minute 8 seconds and 95 milliseconds. Great Britain's Adam Peaty continued his dominance in the 100 breast, winning in 59.31. He held off Japan's Yasuhiro Kaseki, finished second in 59.55, followed by Arno Kaminga, 59.59, of the Netherlands, Russia's Anton Chukov, 1 minute 0 seconds and 24 milliseconds, Michael Andrew, 1 minute 0 seconds and 66 milliseconds, of the U.S., Japan's Ippo Watanabe, 1 minute 0 seconds and 83 milliseconds, Lithuania's Giedrius Tydienas, 1 minute 1 second and 29 milliseconds, and Britain's Craig Harry Benson, 1 minute 1 second and 70 milliseconds. In the women's 200 IM, Hosszu won in 2 minutes 11 seconds and 30 milliseconds. Turkey's Victoria Zeynep Güns was second, 2 minutes 12 seconds and 43 milliseconds, followed by Kanako Watanabe, 2 minutes 13 seconds and 37 milliseconds, Hungary's Zsuzsa Jakambos, 2 minutes 13 seconds and 48 milliseconds, Britain's Amy Wilmot, 2 minutes 13 seconds and 64 milliseconds, and Hannah Miley, 2 minutes 13 seconds and 96 milliseconds, Belmont and Brooke Ford, 2 minutes 15 seconds and 83 milliseconds, of the U.S. In the men's 400 IM, Hungary's George Liguorta won in 4 minutes 17 seconds and 19 milliseconds. Poland's Dawid Szwedzki was second, 4 minutes 19 seconds and 68 milliseconds, followed by Spain's Jona Luis Pons Ramon, 4 minutes 21 seconds and 74 milliseconds, Portugal's Alexis Manacas Santos, 4 minutes 23 seconds and 76 milliseconds, Sweden's Adam Paulsen, 4 minutes 25 seconds and 91 milliseconds, Spain's Alex Castellón, 4 minutes 26 seconds and 32 milliseconds, Britain's Joe Litchfield, 4 minutes 28 seconds and 3 milliseconds, and Gunnar Bentz, 4 minutes 28 seconds and 13 milliseconds, of the U.S. Heikki won the 100 butterfly in 57.47, finishing well ahead of runner-up Liliana Szilágyi of Hungary, 58.83. Canada's Rebecca Smith, 58.91, and Danielle Haynes, 59.07, were next, followed by Japan's Miho Taramura, 59.74, Israel's Ahmed Ivry, 1 minute 0 seconds and 38 milliseconds, Britain's Tane Bruce, 1 minute 0 seconds and 70 milliseconds, and Cassidy Bear, 1 minute 1 second and 71 milliseconds, of the U.S. France's Meshi Matella won the men's 100 butterfly in 51.93. Poland's Konrad Czerniak, 52.27, and Michal Adam Poprywa, 52.84, were next, followed by Hungary's Ben Spulai, 52.92, Mathias Goosen, 53.07, and Joeri Verlinden, 53.17, for the Netherlands, De Planche, 53.40, and Michael Andrew, 53.85. In the men's 200 free, Argentina's Federica Grabic won in 1 minute 50 seconds and 85 milliseconds, followed by Belgium's Alexander Marquardt, 1 minute 50 seconds and 86 milliseconds, France's Hugo Grosjean, 1 minute 51 seconds and 18 milliseconds, Spain's Alex Ramos, 1 minute 51 seconds and 42 milliseconds, Belgium's Louis Kronen, 1 minute 51 seconds and 60 milliseconds, France's Romain Fuchs, 1 minute 51 seconds and 76 milliseconds, and Alexander Durac, 1 minute 51 seconds and 79 milliseconds, and Britain's Callum Jarvis, 1 minute 52 seconds and 15 milliseconds.